Right, hello. Just going to check my microphone is working and how good the delay is. Right, hello. Just going to check my microphone is working. Okay, lovely. That sounds good then. The delay is not too bad today. It's roughly 20 seconds. I'm trying to get it down as much as I can. I have found a little way of doing it, but it is still a little bit bad. Hopefully you guys can get used to it. It's just a new streaming system. Anyway, today we are going to be flying with a Dash 8 from Manchester down to Southampton. So I'm just booking the flight now. I'm going to be doing it with Fly UK. Haven't flown with Fly UK in quite a while actually. So there you go. I'm just going to pop this into my Pro ATC. You'll just see the stream is about to start on your screens for now while I pop in the new thing. I haven't actually got Fly UK on here yet, unfortunately. So we'll just go with Skyways at the moment as the airways. Not as the flight, sorry. And then our ATC call sign is UKV7DO. So let's just go and pop that in. UKV7DO. UKV7DO. And we'll just go with no airline then, maybe. You know what? I'm just going to go as EasyJet because it works. And then we're flying a Bombardier Dash 8 Q400 from EGCC, which is Manchester. I'm just popping in the details now, so, and then EGHI, which is Southampton. And we're cruising today at flight level 190 once I pop in the route, which is Listo to on the airway of L612 to Hon, H-O-N. So let's go ahead and edit that and pop in the waypoints. Loading flight plan, we should expect about 170 miles. We're expecting, it said it was about a 170 mile flight, but it's actually only 150 according to this. But there you go, yeah, that's exactly the routing I've got there. So we'll go ahead and save that now. Cruising at 19,000, yeah. 20 miles shorter than it should have been, but okay. Guess I'm going to have to leave that. Anyway, so let's go. Just starting up my flight sim's already open, just waiting for it. Oh. Also, I'm still a bit snotty, so just excuse now. I'm going to try and block the microphone. There you go, I'm still a little bit coughed, but a little bit snotty, but it should be okay. So now we're going to go ahead and load this in. So I can go down, I think I can go into a... Let's go ahead and go into a monitor capture then. So... yeah, we're using monitor capture for this game because it doesn't accept a proper thing. So here you go. Right, current aircraft. Then we're going to be just waiting on this window to open now. I know it's been a bit slow, this window, because I did recently uninstall. Oh great, yeah, this is what's happened. Is basically, unfortunately, yeah, I got rid of my Aerosoft Airbus. So so the folder for it has closed. So what I'm just gonna need to do, sorry, is just go and sort that out a minute. It's quite quick, I know what to do. I just need to go into the folder and then move. And what it is it used to be in a DLC folder, but now I've no longer got any DLC. That folder still exists, but it isn't read for any aircraft. So I'm just going to go ahead and move all the aircraft across to the aircraft folder instead. So and then hopefully that'll all be good then. So instead of putting them in the DLC folder, I'm going to put them in the airplanes folder, copy them in, and there you go, they've just moved across. They're moving across now, so just have to wait for them to finish moving across, and then hopefully we can get started. There's quite a few. There's 12,000 files that need to go across, so it's estimated it'll take roughly 4 minutes. I'm sorry for this. I didn't, unfortunately, didn't check this. I should have checked it beforehand, but I didn't, so that's my own fault. Never mind. There you go. It's picking up a bit of speed now. It's just I should have only transferred the one plane I needed for today and then done the rest later. But why put stuff off? Because I just forget. Anyway, if you just joined the stream, I'm flying a Dash 8 from Manchester to Southampton. But before you can get started, I need to move the aircraft I have into a new folder. Now I've got rid of my because I uninstalled the Airsoft A320 because it makes my game a bit faster, and it instead of the game taking like 20 minutes to, like 2 minutes, 3 minutes to start up, it starts up instantly now. But it does mean that the DLC folder is no longer read by the game, so all the planes that were in the DLC folder are now moving, so they're in the aircraft folder instead, which obviously is taking a little bit of time, and hopefully after that it should all be good to go. I might have to restart the game, but again, that only takes about 10 seconds, so all the booking and the flight plan and everything sorted out. We're just waiting on this now. I forgot to actually look at the amount of passengers and stuff we've got today. So 40 passengers with 24 bags. Right, so I need to times that by its amount in pounds, and I've completely forgotten what that amount was now, so I've forgotten how much they weighed. I'll have a look how much they weigh now while it's doing that. It's somewhere around here on this page. Here you go. Domestic we're doing today. So it's, for a bag is £24. So 24 times 24. So we've got £580 of bags and £185 for the adults. 185 times 40 is roughly 7,000, because obviously I've got to take off a bit for children, so it's 7,000 plus, we'll go with a total pay of about 7,500 then, pounds that is, and then fuel as well actually. Man, I haven't flown with this Fly UK airline for quite a while, so I've forgotten obviously a lot of the planning that needs to be done. So in terms of fuel, we need £4,000 of fuel. I might need slight extras though, because this plane has a weird bug, which I will tell you about now. Okay, changing the aircraft now. Hopefully it'll have appeared. I might have to restart the game. If not, I think we can abandon this stream. There you go. Luckily it worked. My plan worked. So here it is in the aircraft folder. So I'll go ahead and run it now. And then we can get started finally. So there you go. Here we go. We're back. So we're loading in at Manchester. I think gate 50 is what they use. 50 to 50. Here we go. Small ones is best, so good. And then, yeah, 815's good. Fuel and payload. So payload is today 7,000, and then the baggage is 600. And then the fuel we're going to need is 4,000. So we'll go a bit more. And also it depends, because sometimes there's a bug. But luckily you can top up the tanks mid-flight in case this bug. Sometimes most of the time there's a bug where it breaks basically, and only one fuel tank uses fuel. It doesn't change how the actual aircraft itself flies, but it can affect. It can be a bit irritating, and it does mean that sometimes you can run out of fuel. But luckily, because it's a default aircraft, I can just pause the game, go into. The game should be starting now. I don't know why I've got a black screen. I remember this happening on the. I don't mind, it's just a bit behind. But yeah, it can happen, that bug. But luckily, you can just pause it, top it out with fuel, and then unpause the game, which is what I'll do if we encounter that issue. I've only had to do it once before, so it's not normally. You know, the amount of fuel you have is normally okay in this plane, but it's just a precautionary measure. So here we are at a very busy Manchester airport. We've got some American Airlines, some Thompson. It's TUI now, but this is obviously an old pack. You've got Balkan Holidays there. So, okay, I think first thing we need to do is set up GSX. Oh yeah, we need to set the parking brakes first. So we need to set up GSX, so board, and we've got 40 on board today, estimated at 37, so it's pretty accurate. Swissport we'll use, just because it doesn't really matter. This thing has no doors, so they just open automatically, and we've got no bags either. So now it's time to go ahead and start Manchester Southampton flight. And yeah, we'll create default flight plan, load it automatically, and add the procedure waypoint. So click OK on that. Start the selected flight. There you go. SkyTrack is started too. So there you go. SkyTrack recording has started. It's all started now.
I'm doing good.
So now I just need to go ahead and request clearance.
Clearance delivery.
Oh, I think I'm still on the.
With information request clearance.
I wasn't on the right frequency, I don't think. What's the frequency I need to set? 121. Decimal 7. I did accidentally change it, I think. And then options. Wanting to serve the autopilot, and that's all we want it to do. Okay, lovely.
Clearance delivery. UK V7 with the information request clearance.
I'm on the clearance delivery.
How are you? I'm doing good.
Clearance delivery.
There you go now.
With the information request clearance.
There you go.
Expect clearance within 2 minutes.
Okay, we have to wait 2 minutes now to get our clearance. So it looks like we'll actually be ready to go. There you go, all the passengers are boarded. So we're just waiting on clearance. Turn off fuel crossfeed, and we're just waiting now to get clearance to start the engines and set off and all that nonsense.
EZYUKV7DO, are you ready to copy?
Clearance delivery. UK V7 with the information request clearance.
EZYUKV7DO, are you ready to copy?
We are ready. Go ahead.
EZYUKV7DO, cleared EGHI via the LIS Tango 2 Yankee and is filed. Climb and maintain flight level 70. Expect flight level 190. Departure on 124.25. Transponder is 5030. QH1013.
Lovely. Okay, we have all the stuff we need. So set this up to 7,000.
Flight level 190 within 10 minutes after departure. Departure on 1.4.25. Squawk 5030. QNH 1013. EZUK V7DO.
This should be handing the autopilot. It has, luckily. It's set everything as we need it. So we are ready, I think, now to get on our way. So prepare for pushback and departure. Straight back.
Ground EZUK V7DO. Request startup and pushback.
Easy Uniform Kilo Victor 7 Delta Oscar. Startup and pushback approved.
Pushback approve.
UK V7DO.
And we're taxiing to runway 23 something. No aircraft around at the moment, it seems. You know, they're all just at their gates at the moment. So it's a little bit quiet around at the moment. Right. Also, I'll set the flaps to 5.
Locking gear.
There you go. I didn't hear the sound effect for that, but it must have happened. Okay, so we've got our route now ready on here. So I'll just put that down a little bit and then go flight plan.
Departure check completed. Bypass bin inserted.
At the end, our flight is 170 miles, which is, I think, exactly what we estimated in the end. So there you go. We've got our arrival, estimated arrival.
Release parking brakes.
Parking brakes have been released.
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
Now we're going to go ahead and auto start some of those engines. And hopefully they work, because sometimes they don't auto start properly and you need to go into slew mode, drop it into the ocean, and then it works. Hopefully we don't have to do any of that. Also, GSX is oh nice, they work. GSX is messing up so much, by the way. I thought to push it back straight, but it's kind of, yeah, missing a bit, but oh well. I guess it's just gonna have to do that, oh well. And we're gonna get our landing lights on. Strobes and beacons can come on. I don't need the strobes. Oh, actually we do, don't we? There you go. So at the moment, just turn the panel light. It was off. It's not great FPS here at Manchester with all the AI around. None of them are moving though. I honestly don't know where they are. Oh well. Guess we're on our own for now then. We're going off runway 23 left, which is going out that way, I think. I thought that was 23 left, but obviously not. Yeah, I honestly thought that one was 23 left by there, but I guess it isn't.
Set parking brakes.
Parking brakes are set. I've forgotten how to do it. I'll just do that. Can never apply them properly. I always need to use the joystick control because I always forget what the control is for it. Okay, it was just request taxi.
UK V70, I'll request taxi.
Easy, uniform, Kilo, Victor 7 Delta, Oscar, taxi via Juliet, Kilo, Bravo, to runway 23 left.
Via Juliet, Kilo, Bravo 2, runway 23 left. Easy, UK V70.
Unlocking gear.
I'm not entirely sure which runway you want me to go to here. I'm not. The heading thing should
Tow truck
point to me,
disconnected.
actually.
Bypass bin removed.
235, so I don't know which way that is actually. Oh great, I'm acting like a total noob at the moment. Wow. Yeah, I'm not sure. But either way we go, I think we can go that way. So I'm just going to go ahead that way and see what happens to the radar. Because sometimes the radar can be a bit weird. Okay, so we're going. I don't know why it says preset. Because they just told me I was clear. There you go, it is this way. I don't know, it's a bit weird, this game. It can change very quickly. It's not the game, it's this particular plane. Its nav systems can be a little bit, it's like they change a lot for no reason at all. So I did think, I've flown in and out of Manchester quite a few times in this game before. You know, it's not like my base. I remember I have flown in here. You know, I have flown to it quite a few times in the A320 and the Dash 8. So I do know the airport in this game pretty well. And the airport I probably flown into the most was like Gatwick, but this one's definitely on the list of being, you know, one of my most flown into airports. I think that the AI are coming in on a different runway, but I don't know, this game does that a lot. Because this is, well, it's 2-4. Oh wait, it's 2-4 right, isn't it? Hang on a minute. I'm supposed to be going off left, not right. So I don't understand the instructions they've given me now. It's because I'm going backwards, isn't it? So it's different. Okay. Well, what I'll do, I haven't really been told anything by ATC. I haven't been told to stop or anything. But I'll go ahead and... Yeah, they haven't given me clearance yet, so I'm obviously on the wrong runway. So what I'll do, I'll go down this runway and then vacate off there and go to that runway as quickly as I can. It appears they're not actually using this runway, the ATC, because there's a plane that just landed on the other runway.
Niner 33, request taxi.
Finnair, Niner 33, taxi via Alpha Bravo Lima 2K56.
Via Alpha Bravo Lima 2K56.
Oh nice, we're not having that bug. Both fuel tanks are being used, so that's good. So yeah, it appears I think the AI are using only the other runway. They're not using this one for some random reason. I think they wanted me to go this way. I couldn't really tell. It wasn't clear. But I'm heading for the right runway anyway, so it doesn't matter. So it's a bit of a shame that, unfortunately, like the AI are using a completely different runway direction to me. I know, like it's not realistic. I mean, it might be a bit, but I don't know. This ATC add-on, it does try to use the same runways as the AI, but it seems quite. Oh, there you go, that one. I don't know what it's doing. It's really high. Unless it's like circling round and it's going to land. Where's that Finnair that landed as well? I don't see it anywhere. Manchester Airport is, you know, like surprisingly quiet at the moment. But there you go, I'm going to tax. I think maybe they went around because I was on the runway. I don't know. No one told me to stop, so that's why I've obviously kept going. If someone had told me to stop, I would have obviously done something. But the AI
Easy
didn't.
Uniform Kilo Victor 7 Delta Oscar Tower on 118.62.
118.62. Easy UK V7 help.
Okay, so we're coming to the start of the runway now. So finally, after a bit of a faff there, we are going to go ahead and get our curve clearance. This is where we have to wait now. We've been told to hold position, okay? I think here we go, the Finnair is just vacated, so we should be allowed to go on the runway from now. Yes, line up and wait, okay? So there you go, we're getting ready now to leave Manchester Airport for Southampton. Estimated flight time roughly about 40 minutes, I think. Down to Southampton, not entirely sure, but there you go. So we're just lining up now. We haven't been given takeoff clearance yet, just line up clearance. So we'll go to the point where we need to line up from. There you go.
Wind 270 and 20. Runway 23 left. Cleared for takeoff.
Now this thing is a bit of a faff to land, so we're taking off now. Hopefully we'll have a bit of a better landing down in Southampton, but start the clock, and there we go. There you go, I've got hold of my yoke. I'm getting ready to go. 100. V1, rotates. I'm going to power it down now a bit to make sure that it doesn't overspeed. Don't want it to speed. It's actually okay. I remembered I'm on the airline that doesn't actually care about what speed you do. It's the one that doesn't track you as much. But I just want to, I want to try and stay within regulations. So there you go. Let's put on the autopilot now while we get out now of Manchester. Gear can come up.
For flight level 70. Easy UK V70. Radar contact. Continue with LS. Tango to Yankee. Departure climb to flight level
and
70. Clear
flap going to 0.
Yankee departure climbing to flight level 70. Easy
It's
UK
in auto throttle now.
SAS
so we're climbing now at 7,000.
Present altitude. SAS 539er. Easy 132. Maintain present altitude.
Present altitude. Easy 132.
47.
Get those landing lights off.
Maintain present altitude.
I know it's not particularly realistic, and normally you do it a bit later, but just feel like it today. Right, let's get the navigation up. 165 miles there. Just turn off messages, there you go. So I think now we are holding at 7. I'm not sure whether we're holding at 7,000. I should have looked at the departure chart thinking about it, but oh well.
Climb and
There you go,
maintain flight level 190.
Going straight to cruising
Climb
now.
and maintain flight level 190. Easy UK V70.
Going straight to cruise now, which is flight level 190. That's flight level today, so 19,000 feet. And according to this, we're going to be in Southampton in 8 minutes. But actually, it's 9:08, so it's not 8 minutes. Just to confirm, 9:08 is what, 40 minutes? 39 minutes, I think. How long's the flight supposed to be according to this? And how much fuel should we have needed? Not as much as I put in. 24 minutes, yeah right. This thinks we can do it in 24 minutes, yeah right.
132. Maintain present altitude.
Present altitude, easy 132.
We go going up now, and then our star when we land in Southampton is the SAM 1G, approaching on ILS 20. Approach transition is the Southampton VOR. Okay. So now I think we can sit back, relax, enjoy the nice little scenery. There's no seatbelt signs in this thing, so I'm going to worry about doing that. And there you go, we've just left the lovely little airport of Manchester, now on our way to Southampton. Estimated flight time should be about 40 minutes. 37 minutes now until we get there approximately. And we're at the moment just at 250 knots, and then the thing is that it's not going to put up the speed. But I don't have control over the speed. This thing doesn't actually have like a speed control. You have to do it via controls, but I don't know what the controls are. And the 2D cockpit is no help at all. So yeah, I don't exactly know how to change that. Because once we get above 10,000, I'd like to put the speed up. Obviously, I'll have a look at the control to do it now. So buttons, keys, and then we're going to autopilot with, there you go, keyboard, altitude, autopilot, airspeed, hold. I haven't got anything there, there's nothing about that. I don't think there is a control to do it, unfortunately, so I might just have to take out the airspeed hold once we get above 10,000 and pop it back in when we're above 10,000. That might be what I have to do. Unless it does it by itself, which will be nice, but in the 737 I don't think it did that. I hope everyone who's watching is enjoying the stream as well. Yeah, so we're just cruising along now, waiting for our arrival in Southampton. We're just about to cross 10,000 feet now, so let's have a look back. There you go, there's the lovely Earth we're just flying over.
Departure Airlink is 263,
there's Manchester back
flight level
there.
123 for flight level 170.
There's an A-Link that's just taken off.
Roger, climb to flight level 170, climbing to flight level 170, Airlink is 263.
Now, last time I flew down to Southampton from Guernsey, the gates were full, and we had to park up at in our GA stands. But luckily, this thing does fit in the GA medium stands as well as the gates, so it shouldn't be full. If it is, then we'll just park somewhere random and say it's the end. Cough, cough. Right. We're past 10,000, so I'm going to take out the thing and put it up to about a nice level of throttle, so back to about 80%. There you go, back to that. which is cruise speed. So about 75%. There you go. Because we're above 10,000 now, so we are allowed. And then once we start going back to 10,000, I'll plug back in the hold for the speed.
Sergeant Ryanair 90628 with you passing flight level 7.
Or I might just never ever do that. I might just leave the speed and still leave that to me.
Climb to flight level 120.
Climbing to flight level 120.
I don't know, we'll have to
Ryanair
leave that.
90628.
So we're up to the cruising sort of throttle now, which is about 75%, or the little marker there is what I'm using. I'm not sure whether that does mean cruise, like the cruise speed, like cruise power. I'm not totally sure, but it seems right, because in the Airbus roughly about 75% is like cruise power, so it seems about right. I don't know totally, but it seems about right. Anyway, let's have a look at some of the traffic in the area, see what we've got. ep6, there's a fax machine there. Lol. I don't know why I said lol. We've got some BMI babies, hopefully. So look at some there you go, there's BMI baby. I love that name. So I said they went bust. It's like BMI, who called their airline BMI baby? It's like so good. But there you go, we're at cruising speed now. And we're just cruising nicely. Our ETA now has gone all the way up to 8:57, so that's good. We've shaved a bit of time off that, so approximately 22 minutes to Southampton, but we will be slowing down, obviously. What's the cruising speed according to this game? The cruising speed according to this game is 414 knots, which is like, yeah, right. This thing can't go that fast. In real life, I think it does about this speed, which is why there's a marker there to, like, for it. There you go, it's exactly on that marker now. Sounds about right. There you go, we've just joined Manchester Centre. Just been told to resume our course. Proceed on course. So we're at just 2,000 now from cruise. When we get to cruise with, I don't know how long we're there for really, but after the HON, it's like there's actually very few waypoints on this flight. It wasn't actually intended. It is literally just that. What's really nice is this game, because how it works, it actually deletes the like waypoints after we pass them. Like I think it only deletes the. Yeah, there you go. Look, it's changed now. Apparently we should start descending somewhere between Rizin and Nubri, somewhere between those two. Yeah, the ATT does tend to go a little bit quiet sometimes, it's a bit weird. This is our route now, all the way to Southampton. Let's have a look at the approach actually, I want to look at that. I won't be able to look at it totally yet, because we're a bit too far away. So are we like going past the airport and then looping in, or what are we doing? I mean, like, based on the approaches, we've only added 20 miles to our journey, and that includes the thing in Manchester. The actual length of the flight now is 168 miles. So that's only, like, I think it's 19 miles more than it would have been before without approaches. So we're only adding 19 miles from it. That's our landing. Anyway, so we're at cruising speed and we're at cruising power now. At 19,000 feet. Everything's going well now, so I can just sort of chill a bit now, wait on ATC instructions.
Present altitude, airline is 30.
So there you go, we're just flying above somewhere. I'm not totally sure where this is. It's not Manchester, because obviously that's where I think it's Birmingham? That looks like Birmingham. There are lots of monarchs. Yeah, that's Birmingham. There's lots of monarchs normally in Birmingham, so I think that's Birmingham. Birmingham's a nice airport. We flew there to Belfast and back in a stream. as well. Also, it's occurred to me, I didn't actually, I had like a week and a half away from stream, and I only thought it was like 5 or 6 days. I didn't think it was as much as a week and a half. So, yeah, I know, it's crazy. But, also later, I'm probably going to be bringing out some Zazzle merch. I'll have a look at that. I'm still needing to pre-record something I can put into the stream, rather than having to do it every time at the end of a stream. I'd rather just slot it in somewhere, so I'll have a look at that.
Ryanair, Niner 886, 518, flight level 220.
718, 6220, Ryanair, Niner 886.
Like, we're just going along now. Got 5.5 miles to go to Hon, where we're going to go on to our next waypoint. This is like the airway now, and we're on this until we've got a couple of waypoints on it. Waypoints that I didn't know were there. So now, I want to know what our arrival's called, because that's where it starts. No, it starts at Sam, so this is now the waypoints on the airway. What? Already? How far out are we? Oh wow, only 106 miles. I would say we're supposed to be descending slightly. Oh, never mind. We're going down at a very low rate of descent. That's why. Only 1,000 feet per minute, so we can basically just continue to go at cruising speed for now. I will go down slightly, but at the moment we're basically still at cruising speed, because we're only descending 1,000 feet per minute. It's not noticeable. Well, 1,000 feet per minute is tiny, so yeah, it'll take us it'll take 4 minutes just to get down to 15,000, and we're only like 16 minutes from Southampton, so that actually sounds about right. So these flights are crazy short, it doesn't occur to you. I mean, really, it's a 170 mile flight, and we're only 100 miles away from the end. So if it's taken us, a good 50 miles to climb, it'll take us almost double that to descend. So, because I think we're not like going up very rapidly or down rapidly, which is why.
Manchester 882 with you at flight level 290.
882 identified.
When we get to about 13,000, I will plug back in the 250 speed restriction. Yeah, for now we can just continue to go at cruising speed, really, because we're not actually descending that much. In terms of fuel usage, both the tanks are working now, which is lovely. They don't normally do that. Oh! I just scrubbed my mouse button and it opened the gear and closed them again. That's crazy. It doesn't normally do that. Oh well. I don't know. It was only quick, so we're all good. We're all good. Also, how's everyone enjoying the stream? Stream. How's everyone enjoying the stream? I'm enjoying it a lot, I'll tell you that. I absolutely love this flight sim. Like, I haven't played a lot of flight sim recently, but I'm enjoying it. I'm a member of 2 different virtual airlines now, so it is like, well, actually I'm a member of like the virtual airline management system, which is then like loads of different virtual airlines that I can join, and then I'm also a member of Fly UK. So I haven't actually flown Fly UK for about 2 months now. I was thinking as well, I don't know how many of you would like it, but like a private plane stream where we go around in a private plane, around bits of maybe Wales or England or maybe somewhere like Canada, and just do a little tour of Canada or a little tour of Wales or whatever as a series, and I do it as videos because they're quite short flights. Anyone that would like that, I would be happy to do that, because I absolutely love. It wouldn't be VFR. Well, I could do it VFR, but I'd have to do it without the ATC then. I'd have to do it, because the thing is, you can't actually fly VFR with Pro ATC, you have to use the default ATC. But I could just use the default ATC to do it. The default ATC is actually pretty good when it comes to VFR flying, so I could still do that. There you go, we're starting to get down to 15,000, so I think they're going to hold us at 15,000 for a bit. Maybe there's a... Listen, there might be a restriction on this next bit, because the thing is I haven't looked at any charts, I'm just following what Pro ATC has assigned me. So because I don't know what I'm going to be given, I can't look at chart. I mean, if I had two monitors, that's what I might do, is get a tiny monitor, like a cheap one, and then use it as a second monitor for stuff like this, so I can view charts and, you know, manage my stream. It don't even have to be a tiny little cheap monitor, so it wouldn't cost a lot. I might think about that, because you can get monitors quite cheap. So I mean, that's the thing, it literally would have to be, you know, something as little as like a little tiny, you know, like even like a 15-inch or something, you know, something small. You know, you don't need anything too big for it. So I'll have a look. There you go, we are at 15,000 now, so I can pop it back up to, I think we are just, oh no man, we are descending still. I thought we were actually going to cruise a bit more than 15,000 now, but I guess we're not. So we're still descending only 1,000 feet per minute, but when we get to about 13,000, I'm going to pop back in the speed restriction and start to slow down. Because according to this, at this current speed, we'll be in Southampton in just 11 minutes time, so... yeah. Or us two pilots and the 40 passengers back there. I hope you're having a good flight. I'm having a good flight, so... I don't know, there's an invisible co-pilot there, probably having a good time. And then there's those 40 back there, enjoying our flight, you know. I don't know how much these flights cost. You know, how much did these people pay for this flight? I have no idea. Nah, I don't know, whatever. Doesn't matter. And we're going past 14,000 feet now, coming up to 13,000, which is when I will pop in the speed restriction. Only 69 miles now to Southampton. Mate, what keeps happening? That just went from 69 to 66 to 68. I think it might be slightly adjusting our route every now and then, because obviously it's completely controlled by the ATC, our route. So it might be changing off, like a bit off occasionally. I'll have a look. I don't think our approach has been confirmed. I think it's because it's been confirmed. I haven't been told that by ATC unless I was talking. Anyway, let's pop back in the speed restriction. I'll just check. I have got no control of the speed at all. Good. So we're going to start slowing down. There you go, contact approach now. We're going down to 6,000. This is now where I'm going. There you go, so we're descending a bit faster now. I'm popping back in.
UK V70, passing flight level 130 for 6,000.
That way, UK V70, cleared via SA and 1, ILS approach runway 20, transition SA and 1.
Cleared by state land 1.
Yes, we're expecting that now.
Runway 20, transition by state land 1.
Yeah, we're going all the way down. It's put in the 250 knots speed restriction now, so now we're like descending a bit more. It is a bit more crucial, but there you go. So we are slowing down. Our time of arrival's now going to start jumping a little bit as we're slowing down. The aim is 250 knots by the end of 10,000, then we can pop on the landing lights now because we've been confirmed that we are approaching. I'm coming up to 10,000 anyway, so it doesn't matter. Anyway, it appears I did pop in the speed restriction exactly the right time, because we are now, I don't know, it's a bit harder to descend, I think, at this later stage, but as long as we're within 10 knots of 250, it's okay. So there you go, we're 269 knots, there you go, true airspeed's getting down. We need that to be about 250 knots, which I think it will be by the time we hit 10,000. Obviously our rate of descent has increased now from 1,000 feet per minute to 1,800 feet per minute. And there you go, we are 258 knots now. And we're just passing 10,000. now at a speed of exactly 250 knots. So there you go. We've been slowed down now to a speed of 230 knots, ready for approach. I think we are going to hold at 6,000 probably for a little bit because we're still 50 miles out. We tend to hold at 6,000 quite often with this ATC, I've noticed that. So we're flying past the airport, doing a little loop round, and then landing down on ILS, using ILS to land on runway 20. Maybe we are descending slightly early, but
that way,
should be fine.
Descend to 3,600 QNH 1013, speed to 250.
Descend to 3,600, QNH 1013, speed 250, easy UK V7E.
We've been told to speed up to 250 knots. I don't know why we're not doing that, but I guess that's the game's choice. But there you go. So I am going to start putting back our vertical speed a little bit because I think we are still a little bit high. Maybe not though. I mean, we're 49 miles off, so approximately now it's 13 minutes ish. So you can see we're flying past and then landing there. Hey, what's going on there then? Are we flying like directly past or what? I'm actually a little bit confused. About this whole thing. Are we like flying directly past and then I'd like to just go direct to the ILS.
Easy UK V7E.
That way, UK V7E.
Clears.
20, turn right, heading 185, descend to 1,800, follow route F5.
Boom. Enter that in.
CI20, right turn to heading 185, descend to 1,800, continue on, easy UK V7E.
So we're now going direct to CI20 and we're going to start descending now. This is now the descent I actually want. We put it into approach mode, so which means that I'm now in charge of the altitude. But we won't for a while. I'm just going to... So that's actually shortened our route up a little bit, which is nice. They say reduce to final approach speed.
Say again, easy UK V7E.
That way, UK V7E. Clear to CI20, turn right, heading 185, descend to 1,800, follow route F5.
Oh, they didn't, okay, I was just checking.
CI20, right turn to heading 185, descend to 1,800, continue on, easy UK V7E.
So yeah, we need to be at 1,800. Well, actually, no, it's the first ILS point, so normally that's 3,000, but I don't know, I guess that's what we're following today. And we just need to meet up now with the ILS, ready to land. So we're still 15 miles out, so I'm just going to pop that back a little bit, because it's supposed to be 3 minutes. So I think 1,000 feet per minute should be good. I think I can start putting out the flaps maybe. No, if we're still a bit far to start slowing down drastically, I don't want to. I'm going to wait until we get the call to go down to final approach speed for that. Passing 4,000 now, so we're still a bit high I think, so I'm just going to pop that back even more. Yeah, this should be good. I've still got 12 miles, I don't want to go taking ages. But yeah, we're approaching the ILS now with just 10 miles left, so this should be good. Going to go with like 1,000 feet per minute or so. No, a bit more than that. Let's go 300 as long as the slip is. But yeah, I think we've just hooked onto the localizer now. Yeah, we've just hooked onto the localizer, like, beam, so we should start following the path now. And we need to start heading down to 1800 now properly. So let's put that into 500 and start getting ready to land. What on earth is that? Is it birds? I think it's birds. Is that a bird? Hang on a minute, is this a bird? What's this? I'm trying to zoom in on it, but I can't. We have some birds ahead, so hopefully they will not cause any catastrophes. There's lots of them. Is that just me or there are loads of birds? There's loads of birds. Great. Okay, hopefully we won't have a bird strike. Well, that'll be fun, in quote marks. Whoa, a little bit of turbulence, I think, trying to join that. There you go.
Descend to 1,800, cleared, final approach, contact tower when established. Frequency is 118.2.
Whoa, whoa, and a little bit of bumpiness there on the land. I can see the airport, so we're good. Go ahead and contact the tower. Well, I'm on the right frequency. There you go. We'll watch out for these birds as well.
Tower EZUK V70
there you
final.
EZUK V70 slow to final approach speed. QNH 1013. Clear to land runway 20.
There you go, flaps
Reducing
1.
to final approach
I put in, and we're now going to start reducing to final approach speed.
EZUK V70.
We've been cleared to land, so I'll take control of the altitude still now, and we are now slowing down properly. Pop it into flaps 10 degrees. So now, here you go, I'm starting to actually control the aircraft fully now. We are slightly low, I think, still. I think we do need to be at 1800 for this FI-20 like point, so do want to start climbing a little bit. Just try and keep it level maybe. And then I'll get the gear out now. Let's go and take the autopilot out and the auto throttle out. Go full flaps. So we're just 5 miles from the airport now. And that's springing the simulator as well, so a lot of the stuff does look different. It's crazy going around it in spring instead. I don't know, the plane's pushing up a little bit, so I don't understand why it was doing that. Yeah, when I let go of the yoke, it does push down a little bit. I'm just going to pop back the throttle a little bit. I think generally in this thing, landing fast is a bit of a better idea. I think we do need to start descending now as well, because I'm a little bit high. Although the instruments in this thing are they're not the best. They don't give you there's no proper indication of glide slope or anything, really. I just have to do it mostly visually. So generally the landings in this thing are a little bit messy, but forgive me. There you go, coming out to 175 knots or miles per hour or whatever it uses. I think it's knots in this plane still. I can't really tell. I don't know how similar knots and miles per hour even are, but there you go. And it looks like hopefully we can try and get a bit of a smooth landing. Sounds looks pretty nice little bit built up. Just landing over someone's house. I can just see someone's house right by the fences. It's like, hello. There you go, we are just moving my yoke around a little bit, and we are looking good for a landing. So throttle back now. Go to idle throttle. This is runway 20 as planned. And there you go. Nice smooth landing, I think, considering this plane. And there we go. Welcome to Southampton.
UK V70, gate is right, contact ground on 121.77.
Hello and welcome to Southampton. Flight time today was 31 minutes. There we are here. After 31 minutes in the air, we've just touched down in Southampton. How are the gates looking? We've got black, I don't know what that's about. That plane there has no texture. Okay, whatever.
UK V70 is clear of the runway. Request taxi to parking.
UK V70
Taxi
via Alpha to terminal 1 gate 5.
By
Gate
Alpha,
5,
terminal
and we're
1
going to be
gate
using
5,
EasyJet,
UK V70.
I guess, I don't know. Yeah, that plane has no texture. I don't really know what happened to that. It's got no texture at all. There's our gate. Yeah, I don't know what's happened to that. It's supposed to have, like, it's supposed to be a Flybe Embraer, I think, but it hasn't got any textures. Yeah, I really don't know what happened there, but oh well. It's got no texture. What are you going to do about it? Ridiculous. There you go, after a lovely 31-minute flight, we are here in Southampton. So there you go. I'm just going to park ourselves up. I need to turn off the landing lights and all that as well, actually. So let's just do that now. There you go. We're going along now. Good. We're in line now with the marshaller. And there you go, parking brakes, engines, strobes can come off, beacons can come off, and request deboarding. 40 passengers on board, and there you go. Hello everybody and welcome to Southampton. That's us in Southampton. I'd say we parked pretty accurately, maybe a slight too far, not bad. There you go, engines are off. And here you go, the bus has just spawned, like right next to us. So now we are just waiting. So everything's off now. After a lovely little flight of 31 minutes. There's another plane on approach as well, so we get to watch that land. I assume that was meant to go here, which is why there's an empty gate here, but instead it's going to have to go to the GA stands. If it's a Dash 8, it'll be able to fit on them. I'm not sure if it's an Embraer. If it's an Embraer, I might be a bit out of luck. There you go. Passenger deboarding is underway. So just waiting for those 40 now to get off. And that's it. I think it's a Dash 8. It sounds like one. Yes, it's a Dash 8, so it will have a place to park because it can fit in the GA stands. Hey buddy, I stole your parking space. Hello. There you go. I just love being annoying to AI like that. It's just like, oh yeah. It's like, I got it, you know, like 2 minutes before you, which meant I got the best parking spot. That's like the best thing in the world. People are getting off now. So I think our flight's all done. Just get all this, all the battery and everything off. Generators can go off. So everything's all off now. I don't know why these screens have remained on, because the battery's off, so that's not supposed to happen. But there you go, we are here. So there you go, the doors on the truck have just closed. It's going to back away now. What the? I think it's because there was no place to park. Maybe the AI-8s can't fit in those GA stands, but well, yeah, it just landed and disappeared instantly, which kind of implies that there weren't enough spots. Sorry, stole your spot, AI. You had to delete. I bet it was coming from Manchester. If it was coming from Manchester, I would have laughed. Look at that Marshall just stands there. Like, is he actually gonna do something? I wish he'd move as well. Like, he never moves his hands around or anything. He's no help at all. There you go. Let's just reset the position of GSX. And for some reason, this thing still manages to have power. Somehow. Never mind. We are here after a lovely little 31-minute flight. I'll just go ahead, stop the current flight there. Go on to Skytrack. Stop the recording there. Submit the flight there. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Cross that off, cross that off. Okay, we are down. So I'm just going to go ahead, end the flight. There you go. Well, now, depending on how far the stream is through, I might do something else. We're only past the hour mark, so I would like to do something else. I think we are going to be doing something else. Let's have a look then. Right, there you go. It's intermission at the moment. We're just gonna go and start up another game. Think of what we're gonna play. Let's think of what we're gonna play, eh? It's me thinking. I'll go on Roblox, maybe. Before that, I'm just gonna check this game. It's a game that tells you. It tells you like when the next. Tells you when the next flight is for this airline on Roblox. I'm just doing that because I'd like to check it. We're waiting for an available server at the moment, so I'll just. While it's doing that, let's have a think of what we can play. So, I've got lots of games. So, any suggestions? Just put in the. I'll just wait a little bit, see if we've got any suggestions of what I can play. There's nothing there anyway, so there's nothing for us to do. I was just wondering whether we could do that. Oh well. Okay, so I was thinking maybe we can play a game of Bloons. Because that was fun yesterday. Played 2 games of Bloons at the end of the stream. So let's go. I'll go and do that. So unless I get any suggestions before then. So Bloons TD Battles. Just need to make that capital because I'm fussy like that. ep2 and change the game to Bloons TD Battles. There you go. Save that as part of the title. Also, in the middle of all this, remember to buy my merch. The best merch around. Well, according to me, it is anyway. So, let's go on to Bloons Tower Defense Battles, and there you go. So, let's just get our display capture up. There you go. Right, so you join us now. We're just about to start playing some Bloons Tower Defense. If you want to see what we did earlier we just did a flight from Manchester to Southampton. If you just joined us, so if you want to see that, just rewind the stream and catch up with us later. Anyway, now we're playing Bloons Tower Defense Battles. Let's get on with it. Also, I'm rubbish at this game. You have to get used to that. I'm absolutely rubbish. What's this? R3 Bonanza. It's a special mode on the yellow stadium. Both players receive the same random towers. Double starting cash and double income. Let's have a go at that. Anyone who wants a nice special mode, you know, just to test out in the stream. I'm enjoying playing this. It's actually a very good game to stream at the end. It's like Poolians. I only play it for 20 or 30 minutes at most. So at the end of stream, if I still want to do more, it's perfect. Now I'm also looking at doing I want to do a Euro Truck stream at some point, so I'm just wondering when to do it, has been the problem. Sort of, thinking when to do it. Recently I've been losing a lot of games, so hopefully, I want to skip that anyway. I hate this map. Oh, I love this map. I love this map. It's my favourite map. And the towers I've been given, the towers I've been given are rubbish. No, here you go. These towers are good. Well, we have to just ready up now. You can't not ready up. There's nothing to do. They're random towers. I assume they go up to full tier. Yeah, they do. They go up to full tier, which is very good. And I got exactly the same towers anyway, so it's... I think attack super fast is what I'm going to be using. We get double the amount of money in this mode as well, so it's a little bit exciting. There you go, yeah, we are going... It appears with the same strategy. What's tier 4 on this thing? Launches fast trading monkey 8 pilots. Wow, that's nuts. I think I'm gonna get myself one of these with razor rotors. Now it can have, obviously, because razor rotors is officially like the best power up in the world. So this person isn't even using that one. Yeah, so either we get blows balloons away from the heli, or the razor blades are much better, so we'll be using that. I don't want to get that upgrade actually. Alright, we'll just sell him. Get razor rotors instead. Anyway, I just got razor rotors, which is very good. He seems to just be expanding on his monkey buccaneers, so I will be trying to look at them then. Yeah, he's right though. I think he's going at a good strategy there. Unfortunately, I don't think we've been provided much in terms of being able to pop legs, which might be a problem. I'll put it on patrol now. So now he can actually use his razor rotors, which means that I'm going to be me. And when the leads come out, because I don't actually know, he's got a cannonball. Cannonballs can hit the leads, can't it? That's why he's done it, so they can hit the leads. That's the thing. If it had given us towers that couldn't hit any leads, then we would have been like dead. What's this mode? Wow, I'm saving up for that, man. I'm saving up for that. Not before I send this guy some leads to test out how good he is against them now. What's this? Cash inject. No! No! A cash injection! I've got so much money though! That's insane. I can actually just get a cash injection, that's insane. That's so cool, I've got so much money now. I'm going to send this guy some leads. See how he handles those. He can't hit them. Oh, never mind. He's got a bomb that can hit them, so it doesn't really make any difference. It's like me. I've got something to hit them. There you go, another cash injection there. I'm trying to save up as much as I can for those. Round 14, this is one of my favourite rounds because you get sent like a ton of balloons. So they're like one of my favourite, this is one of my favourite rounds. There you go, we're coming up to there you go, I've got 10,000. I'm saving up for that missile. Just see how OP that'll be. Right, use another cash injection. Boom. There you go, another cash injection, got loads of money now, up to 12,600. It's insane. Those ace pilots he's got have gone... Wait, how is you got? Oh, they're coming from his battleship. That's how he's done that. How has he done that? Right. Apache dart ship. No. No. I'll tell you something. That's OP. That's absolutely OP. No. I'm gonna put that on pursuit now. That's insane. That's really insane. Grapples the nearest Moab and brings it down. That'll be good when those Moabs start getting sent at us. I'm not going to send a Moab at him because I know he can easily defend it, and he'll just send one at me if I send one to him, and it'll decrease my money, which I don't want. Let's go send this guy some ceramics and then some leads as well. Oh, ceramics are no problem for him. The leads though, he's having to hit them, so I'm gonna give him some more brute leads to give him an issue about. Oh yeah, he's getting sent a ton of leads, and then loads of a problem for him. Oh, my eco has gone up so much now. I think I've just found out how to kill him. Just group leads. I'm so toxic. I'm sending him group leads. I love that. I don't think any have got through, unfortunately, but... Whoa, there's the amount of darts that are flying... My helicopter has just got this all covered. It's insane. I'm going to set up those monkey... Actually, I'm going to set up for that monkey ace. Right, I've gone with a balloon boost. And I'm so mean! I've got a balloon boost. I'm so mean! This is awesome! Oh yeah, they're getting through, they're getting through, they're getting through! They're getting through, I think. What? They got through! Is it just me or did some of those got through? I'm positive they went through. There you go, we've got some of those monkey aces now that are going to start flying over. Yes! Yes! I've got this game wrapped up. He's doing pretty well. This game is going to get pretty insane pretty quickly. This is good. Monkey pirates. I'm also there because that gets the nearest Moab class balloon and absolutely destroys it. I mean, what better can you get than that? I mean, wow. I just got an upgrade. I'm not sure what that upgrade was. This is insane. We're on round 24 here. I haven't seen a single balloon on my path for so long. This thing is just popping every balloon. It's like insane. It's even better than the Super Monkey. I mean, I expect that because it costs so much, but seriously though. Round 25 now. This is mad. Absolutely crazy. Well, I'm actually seeing balloons on my bit now for the first time in ages. This is crazy. I've never ever seen a game like this before. It's mad. There you go. This guy's now got Super Monkey Fan Club stuff, so we've got like a Super Monkey sort of thing there now. We also have a zombie available to us, so I could be mean, but I'm not going to be. I think we might be winning this at the moment, but I can't tell. I don't know how far this is gonna go. It transforms it into a Super Monkey. That's cool. I like that. Oh, yeah, look at that. They just destroyed that straight away. We all sent so many of them and we've just destroyed them all in one go anyway. It's like it hasn't made any difference. This is mad. I'll say that now. I've never had a game like this before. So we're just destroying these in no time. Wow, this is just crazy. And I'm gonna get another one now with this missile thing. We've got two! I've got two with this insane firing power, and that's just it now. This is insane. I think he's gonna die now soon, you know? I'm kind of sensing that I'm gonna win now. It's getting a little bit close now. Look at that, I had a Mauer, but it barely got onto the screen. They had to transform into a super monkey there for a couple of seconds. That's really helped. This is insane. I've never, honestly, how? Yes, I won! Oh, that was an interesting game. Good game. Whoa, I won that quickly. That was so fun. I enjoyed that a lot. I need to join the club to get back in that mode now, because it's like a special mode, so I'm only going to play it once, unfortunately. I think we're going to be leaving it there, but, well, I had some fun with that last mode. I mean, the fact that we won. Oh, look, patch notes. When was the last time, though, that, like, this game was updated? Like, there's no dates on them, so I can't tell. I'd like to know when it was last updated. Ah, then I'll look it up. Anyway, I think it might be time to start ending this stream now. But anyway, before I do that, you know what we have to do. We have to go down to my Zazzle store and look at the products for some reason. And there you go. Yesterday, you know how I said there are normally quite a few sales on? Well, today we've got a 3-day deal. 15% off anything when you use the code 3-day deal. So get on down to my store. There's generally, you know, a code on at the moment. If you click see details, it'll tell you. I'm clicking see. Here you go. So there you go. You get 50% off posters, 40% off acrylic art, 40% off metal wall art, and 15% off everything else. So go to checkout, use this code, and you get 15% off. I mean, take this t-shirt for example. It was £26, but if I enter in the code, 15% of 26, it's a whole £3.90 cheaper. I mean, you're saving yourself £4. Get on down to this store and buy my merch. That's all I have to say. Anyway, it is now time for the end of the stream. Today I've just looked, and actually there's only a delay of about 10 seconds, so it has improved a little bit. Anyway, let's finish up the stream now. I hope you've really enjoyed it today. We've flown from Manchester to Southampton, and then I've destroyed someone in a wonderful game of Bloons TD Battles. If you want to see it again, just go back. We've had 11 playbacks of this stream, so very good. 11 clicks. That's really nice. Anyway, I hope you really enjoyed watching this stream. I hope you really want to go and buy some of my merch. Anyway, thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next stream. I've been Manchili. You've been the best audience in the entire world. You'd be even better one if you ordered Zazzle. No, I'm not trying to get you to order merch. Order it if you want to, but, you know, I'm just being silly. Anyway, thank you for watching this stream. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.